Hi Sugar Gliders, welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I've done a unsolicited dating advice video. Every now and then you need to put a video, if you're doing this, you need to put on your video that is pure grift. And it's a bit of a grifty one, I'm afraid, you know, rent's due, etc. And these are going to be pretty savage rules. Maybe not so much savage, but rules that you won't see from normal dating coaches, because what would be the point? What would be the point of me just rehashing what is already out there? There's no point. So I thought I'd talk about 3 concepts that aren't really talked about by other dating coaches and what I think deep down men sadly need to commit. And they're not PC. If you're looking for love and light, this isn't the channel. So there we go. That's the intro. Now the first one is, for a man to commit, they sadly need to see you without makeup. And I know this is going to trigger a lot of people, but I'm telling you it for your own good, basically. As someone that's chronically online, I see a lot of what goes on, etc. And men have come up with this term called Rolex women. And what it is, this term Rolex women, is when a man would rather chew his own arm off, leave his Rolex behind, rather than have breakfast with you. And oh, that's horrible, isn't it? That's sadly what men talk about in the locker rooms, etc. That's the shit they talk about. The thing is, men will use the most extreme examples for clickbait, and they'll use like a transgender person that's literally just trying to pass, literally just trying to get through their day, and they'll use this as an example. Or they'll use a girl that's obviously, she feels self-conscious about the way she looks, so she's contoured her face, she's probably contoured her nose, contoured her cheekbones, and yeah, she does look like a different person with and without makeup. I wouldn't worry about that so much, because that's just men just making clickbaity kind of videos. But in general, men are they are scared of the contrast. They are scared of the contrast of seeing you with makeup and without makeup, and they are scared that they're going to fall for someone that looks one kind of way, and then when they get them without makeup, they're literally waking up with a different person. And we can laugh about it, but men are genuinely scared of this. Men are genuinely scared with waking up with a completely different person. Obviously, I'm not anti-makeup. I wear makeup in my videos, wear makeup in my daily life. I think it's more of a UK thing, because in the UK, obviously the weather isn't humid, the weather is cool most of the time. So in the UK, women wear makeup every day, and a lot of women wear quite a lot of makeup during the day. And then obviously when they go out, they put more makeup on. So maybe this is a UK thing. Maybe in different climates, different areas, there isn't so much of a contrast. The way I get around it, because obviously going on a date with no makeup is obviously so vulnerable for women. And you have to be like, you know, whoa, this is me. Like, hardly anyone is going to be like that. If you're going on a date, you want to obviously put makeup on if that's what you usually do and feel comfortable. The way I get around it is I usually, before I go on a date with someone, and if it's someone that I don't know and I'm just meeting online for the first time, I will do just a few, like the FaceTime without makeup, just so that the guy can see what I look like without makeup, and he can see the contrast with what I look like without makeup, and then what I look like when I make the effort and put makeup on. That puts him off. Well, I haven't wasted my time. I haven't wasted my time on a new outfit. I haven't wasted my time going out and meeting someone that obviously just wanted someone with makeup on all the time. I think generally that is sadly one of the things. A man will not commit to you if he hasn't seen you without makeup. Oh, the second one, I know I'm going to get kicked back for this. A man will not commit to you unless he's had sex with you. And that's just me being honest. Yeah, there are going to be some anomalies. There are going to be some anomalies where people are Christian and they're waiting to get married, and that's fine. But usually in that scenario, both people are virgins and it's a completely different scenario. In 2025, you're really going to struggle getting commitment out of a guy that you have not had sex with. And that's not me telling you to go out there and just sleep with every man on the first date, because obviously that doesn't work either as a strategy. But it's just what it is. It's just how men bond. Men, I mean, I'm obviously not a doctor and I'm not a psychologist like our friend Sadia, wink, wink, men bond by having sex with women, and they will, on the whole, only commit after they've had sex. So this is the thing. If you're dating someone and you're not comfortable having sex, that is absolutely fine. Just keep your options open, date other people until you feel comfortable having sex with someone. And I think as long as you're honest about it and upfront, because this is the thing, and this is the thing I've found, this is kind of why the cool girls win, because the men need sex to bond with the women, they're having sex earlier, and then they have a relationship out of it, because sadly, that's how men bond. I'm sorry, that's not going to be popular, but a red-blooded man should want to rip your clothes off. And it is up to you to set the boundary of saying, I'm not ready yet. It's not normal for a man to not want to have sex with you. If a man says, oh, I want to take it slow, I mean, I'm not saying I'm Angelina Jolie, but I've never had a man say to me, I want to take it slow with you. If a man's saying that, there's something going on behind the hood of the car. You can't really judge. Maybe he's gone through some trauma, that's a different situation. But for the majority of men, will want to rip your clothes off straight away. If you don't have sex with a man, he won't commit to you. And that's kind of savage advice, because at the end of the day, you can sleep with a man on a first date, he can dump you. You can wait 2 months in and a man can dump you. Having sex is not a guarantee of commitment, but men still need sex for commitment. And that's the downside. I know this is not PC at all, but they like to try you out. And I know that sounds disgusting. It sounds like anti-feminist rhetoric, but men do like to see if you're sexually compatible with them before they commit. You're really going to struggle if you want commitment and then sex. I don't really see that in my personal life or acquaintances, friends of friends. It tends to be people date, have sex, and then there's some type of commitment. But conversely, if you're having sex with someone and he's not, I mean, I've seen people like just seeing each other for 6 months and I think, what the fuck are you doing? There has to be some kind of boundary there. And number 3, the last one. I've never seen anyone talk about this, but you need to make a man feel safe if he wants commitment from you. And this has always been my problem, is I don't think I've created an environment of safety for a man. I've always had men that are one foot in, one foot out. I don't create that safety. I'm not a people pleaser. This is the thing that I've learned through doing inner work. I will surrender when I meet the right man. And up until now, I haven't met the right man for me that makes me feel safe, that will allow me to surrender, and for me to also create that additional safety for a man. And this is why I'm avoidant and I just struggle so much with finding someone. It's a two-way thing. And it's a bit like, who approaches first. But ultimately, the safety needs to come from the man first. If the man does not provide the safety, then the woman will not mirror him and she won't provide the safety back. And this is what I think the spiritual community get right. There's a lot of stuff they get wrong, but I even hate saying the word container. But I'm struggling. I can't think of a better word for it. I've never met a man that's provided the financial stability where I can be like, yeah, I will surrender now. I will kick back and I will have a child because I feel safe that you're providing that money for me. I've never had that. So that's why I don't kick back, is because I haven't had that safety from a man. But once the man provides that safety and the woman knows she's financially provided for, then she starts to relax, then she starts to be sexual because she knows that's covered. And then she can provide the safety for the man in turn. If you don't make a man feel safe, then they'll run, they'll be avoidant, they'll cheat, etc. If you're not providing that safety, even explaining it, even trying to articulate it is so hard, because you need it first from the man. It's not something that you can do loads of inner work and you can go to therapy and you can be a better person to create this safety. It's something where you sadly need to meet the man first that's providing it, and then you can be the safety for the man. And then it allows the man to soften, the man to be vulnerable and to express himself because you're creating that safe place for him. I mean, that's all what people want. The man wants to feel safe, you want to feel safe. It's pretty straightforward. But I don't, for a number of reasons, I don't feel that I create that safety in men. They always feel that I'm gonna, go off to America or something, or I have all these big ambitions, and they know they can't provide that for me because I just have all these ambitions and dreams. And that's why I say, like in my other videos, the man will always pick the safe option. He'll always pick the safest option. Men rarely pick the woman that they're like, yep, she'll challenge me and I'll be a better person with her. No, they'll pick the safe option. And that's why I struggle, because I do not create safety for a man. And it's something that I ironically can't give to a man, and I can't show a man unless he's providing it first. So it's a win-lose situation of, I know I need to provide safety for a man, for him to commit, but I can't kick back and feel that unless he provides it first. No one talks about this. It's always the man needs to be the provider, the man needs to have the money, the man needs to provide the safe container, but it goes both ways. If a man does not feel safety from a woman, he won't commit to her, he won't relax into her, he won't want to have children with her. He needs that safety. So do you agree? Let me know in the comments and see you later.